going on, guys? Darren Kane here, back on Dragon Ball The Breaker Season 2 video, and I got some bad news and I got some good news. So the good news is we actually have a new update. We have a new update coming to the game, so yay! They care about the game, guys. The game's not dead yet. Yay! The bad news is the actual content of the update and the balance adjustments. So it is nice that they actually are balancing the game. The last balance adjustment was 2 weeks ago, and now we're getting another one. So the fact that they are giving balance adjustments this often is good, and it's showing that they care. But I think you guys might change your tune once you see what the actual content of the update is. So, in consideration of the current state of the game, we implemented the following balance adjustments during the data update around 4:14. My time is going to be around 11 a.m. CST. Okay, or PM. I imagine AM, but whatever. So this is a new update for the game. Overview of adjustments. This is going to be tomorrow, by the way. I'm uploading this on the 13th. It's going to be tomorrow. Overview of adjustments. In light of the tendency of survivors to only select certain skills, we have adjusted the parameters for grappling device. Grappling device. Not barrier. Not barrier. Grappling device. And capsule single wheel motorbike. Okay, bike makes sense. I've been warning you guys about bike. Bike makes sense. They are finally adjusting bike in a meaningful way, probably. The two most used skills in Season 2. With a usage rate of over 80%, along with certain other movement-based skills. This was done to allow survivors more flexibility when choosing skills. I don't know why they're talking like they're politicians here, bro. As if like this is like helping survive. I mean, I guess I say that as well. I guess it does kind of force survivors to use other abilities, but like the way they phrase it here, I don't know. It just makes it seem like it's something better than it is. So they lowered the movement speed and firing range of the grappling device active skill. So if you guys don't already know, they previously nerfed grappling device before, and I was really upset by this because the way I view it, grappling device is basically an essential tool in the survivor's toolkit. It is essential. It is as essential as shooting with your pistol, and opening crates, setting down keys, activating the super time machine, using the escape time machine, and jumping, bro. To me, the grappling device is essential. It is an essential part of the survivor's kit. Every survivor has this equipped, not because it is good, but because it feels like it is a part of the survivor's kit. Maybe that's because it is too good in the defense of the devs, but to me, I don't know how it feels to you guys. I feel like the grappling device literally should just be a part of the survivor's kit. It shouldn't even be an active skill, in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong on that. So, they lower the movement speed of the capsule single wheel motorbike active skill during boost. Alright, this is great. This is great. I told you guys this was gonna happen. I was speculating with Bardock how they would go about this. Maybe they would make it so you can't boost indefinitely. Seems like you can still boost indefinitely. They're just reducing the overall speed. We'll see how much so they did this, because don't forget, if you guys don't know, the reason why bike is so cracked in the first place is because it's able to be boosted with a passive skill, which is the movement speed boost. Wait, that's not it. Where is it? Give me a sec. Let me find it. I'll be right back. Here it is. I found it. The expert driver speed boost. So you're getting a 30% movement speed buff plus how fast it already was at base. So keep that in mind. That's why they're adjusting this. That's why they are adjusting this. And I do think that's fair. So they're also adjusting the movement speed of the zipline device active skill. If you guys don't know what the active skill is for the zipline, that makes sense because it's trash. And I don't know why you would ever use the zipline skill. So I guess maybe they're using this ability to like maybe prop this one up in place of grappling device. As you can see here, I don't even think I have to explain to you why this ability is trash. It's slow, and you're never gonna be able to use this to escape from the raider. The only like usefulness this has is that other people can use it. So like that's nice. But it has a decently long cooldown for how crap it is. It's slow as sin, and you're never, ever going to be able to realistically escape a Raider using this ability. So I hope they actually do make this viable, because it's not currently. This is a device, and we'll get in the topic of that later, of why I feel like devices they need to be very careful about. But we'll get into the topic of that after I'm done reading this update. And now it's not following up. Here we are. I love OBS. Okay. They increased the movement speed of the change missile active skill. Some of you guys probably don't, you might have seen this move in the trailer. You probably don't even know what the hell it is or where it is. This is actually Oolong's active skill. I don't know if I have it mastered because it's so trash. I kind of consider it the poor man's Kaioken Rush. Back in the day when Kaioken Rush was viable. But this is Change Missile. It's basically Kaioken Rush. You can use it to come in contact with a Raider. And I don't know if it deals any damage. It kind of just knocks them back. But you can like explode terrain if you come in impact with anything. So it's basically like a Kaioken Rush, basically. But they're increasing the movement speed on this. So that's interesting. That is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. They're increasing the movement speed of Flying Nimbus. This is good. This is actually, out of everything I've read besides Bike, this is like the thing I think I'm happiest the most about. Nimbus is garbage. I've made videos memeing on Nimbus of how slow it is, dude. The Flying Nimbus is one of the most iconic things of Dragon Ball besides the Dragon Ball themselves. You know, Nimbus kind of took the wayside after like the early parts of Z, but I feel like the Nimbus still is like a really cool and iconic thing of Dragon Ball. And the fact that it was so slow and terrible in this game was really disappointing to me personally. So I'm glad they increased the movement speed. We're going to be trying this out, of course, once the buff comes into effect. So they shortened the cooldown time for the Saiyan Pod Remote active skill during Power Boost. I don't know what they mean during Power Boost. I'm assuming, yeah, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what they mean during Power Boost. Shorten the cooldown time for Saiyan Pod active skill during Power Boost. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that, like, I don't know if I'm illiterate here. I don't know if I'm just being the generic Dragon Ball fan here, but I generally don't know what that means. I guess maybe it'll come down faster potentially. I'm really not sure. So last thing they say here is, going forward, we will continue to make regular balance adjustments to the game based on the results for each level group, the rate of victory between Raiders and Survivors, usage rates for each skill, etc., in order to maintain an enjoyable experience for all players. So like I told you guys, whether you like it or not, if Survivors keep beating up Raiders left and right, they're either going to nerf Survivors like they did here or buff Raiders. And what did they do? They nerfed Survivors. I told you guys it was coming. People were kicking and screaming. Some people were more understanding, but either way, it was coming based on the data. So, what is my issue with this update? My issue with this update is that the devices, like, where is it? Where is, give me one sec. I don't find it. So, I found it. Grappling device. The reason why I have an issue with them messing with grappling device is because this is a move in the game that you start off with for free. And the issue with it is that, you know, obviously you don't need to pull this ability. Same thing with Bike. Bike, although it is a free ability, I do think this one needed to be adjusted just because of how strong it is. And technically it is attached to a Survivor skin, so I feel a little differently about it. But the thing about grappling device is that the devices are free. You can purchase them in the shop. Grappling device, this is unique, and where they legit just give you grappling device for free. Same thing with floating device. They've nerfed floating device in some ways as well. So the fact that they've nerfed both of these abilities, which are basically free abilities that are they literally suggest you to use these abilities. They give them to you for free. So the fact that they're nerfing these overall, like, the devs kind of got to think. I understand that a lot of people are using grappling device, but you also got to understand why. You're giving every player in the game who buys Dragon Ball The Breakers grappling device. They use grappling device and they're like, wow, this ability is really good. And then they use all the other abilities in the game. They're like, wow, nothing really compares to grappling device. Why would I ever get rid of grappling device? So the fact that they give every single player of the game grappling device, why would they ever drop it? Why would they ever drop it? It's free. It's free. Some people get really unlucky on the gacha. Some people are not going to get energy field. Some people are not going to get instant transmission. So why would they ever drop grappling device? Even if they get those abilities, why would they drop grappling device? You could argue maybe that's just because grappling device is too good. But my argument is that it's literally an ability that they give you when you start the game. It's an ability that people like learn to use better. They train with it. They master. I don't think it's a cheap free escape. Energy field and instant transmission, that's a free cheap escape. Energy field and even bike, it can be kind of cheesy as well. But I don't know. I feel like the most controversial bit of this update is the grappling device. They already nerfed it. The cooldown, some of you guys don't even know, the cooldown used to be 60 seconds. They upped it to 70. And we felt that. We all felt that. We had to adapt, but we all felt that. So overall, I think I am, although I am being critical of the grappling device nerf specifically, I think I am happy with this this update overall. Just because, I'm sorry boys, I know a lot of you might be upset by this. I think bike needed this nerf. I really do think bike needed this nerf. Zipline, bro, like 5 people use zipline. I'm not like, let's be honest with ourselves. Like 5 people use zipline. So the 5 people will be really happy. I mean, I'm definitely down to experiment with it, bro. I'm definitely like making crappy moves good or better. Am I going to be upset by that? No. Change missile, definitely going to be experimenting. Nobody really used this, bro. Nobody really used this at all. And it's a shame because it is a unique skill. So I guess I understand why they buffed it. Nimbus needed the buff, bro. It needed the buff badly. And it shouldn't have taken this long. Saiyan Pod, I feel like they don't know what to do with Saiyan Pod, man. I feel like they genuinely don't know. Because Saiyan Pod, actually, I can't even look at it in here because I don't have it mastered. I feel like they don't know what to do with Saiyan Pod because it's an ability that they've messed with so much. It used to have like 120-second cooldown, then they made it like 180 or like 210. Now they make the pod physically come down too long, so like now it's not even like good to use. But now they're making like the cooldown better. Like I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'll give Saiyan Pod another chance. I literally I have videos memeing on Pod because of how bad it is, because people defend it so much. But we'll see. We'll see. Overall, I think this update is good for the game. I am a little conflicted on grappling device, but other than that, I feel like this is a good and healthy patch for the game. I'm willing to hear the devs out on this. So I think it is a healthy patch overall, despite my grievances with the grappling device nerf. Let me know in the comments below what you guys feel about this patch. If you feel the nerf on grapple was warranted, or if you feel if it was a little excessive. I'm kind of on the bench of it being a little excessive, but we'll have to see once the nerf actually takes place tomorrow. Of course, like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more Dragon Ball The Breakers updates, showcases, funny moments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.